Hi, this is Chris Maddox over at thewildwomanproject.com. And today I want to talk to you about the practice of curiosity. So, curiosity, be curious, is our theme over at the Wild Woman Project, which means the Wild Woman moon circles that are happening are themed around curiosity. Every Sunday, if you're on our newsletter, you're going to get articles that are exploring this and, even more importantly, practices for implementation every single Sunday. If you're following us on Facebook and Twitter, you're going to find all of our posts, our deep explorations and inspirations about this idea of curiosity. So let's look at that. Last month, we were focusing on savoring the moment. It was about presence. It was about tasting our life, about rooting ourselves in the present moment so that we can really sort of embody this idea of slow and steady wins the race, that we do not need to be racing forward, but rather we can be deeply present in every moment and have a profound experience and opportunity to connect to ourselves and others more deeply. So curiosity is a natural evolution of that. So if I'm totally in the moment and I'm totally present and my eyes open, and I have the option there with my eyes open to say, basically, oh yeah, I know all of this. Or I can become deeply curious about the world around me. So other people, nature, those little things that I'm seeing on an everyday, to be curious, like deeply curious. So this really reminds me of this idea of having, from the Zen tradition, having a beginner's mind. So we're not looking at something and saying, yeah, I've already seen that, I already know that. Because when we do that, when we say, yeah, I know, then we are missing out on maybe a more subtle understanding of that which we are exploring, right? When we say, yeah, I know that, we're not allowing ourselves the time to go a little bit deeper, exploring sort of the minutia of whatever it is or the subtleties. So that's we miss out when we do that. And the other thing we miss out on is we are then, when I say, yeah, I know, I'm skipping a step, I'm pressing fast forward. And we must be careful of the fast forward complex, the click, get next thing. I mean, the internet is new. The way that we hold it in our relationship with the internet is going to define our culture, our society, and our future. So I think the more mindful we can be about the tendencies that are developing and having a real awareness and real conscious action around it. If you notice yourself skip, click, and you're just grazing the surface of this information and you're not going deeply into anything, I mean, question it. Maybe there's some new systems that can be brought into the way you personally relate to the internet, because this fast forward culture has serious dangers. I laugh about it, but it's serious dangers for the way that we know how to connect into the present moment, to connect to whatever we're faithful to connect to ourselves, to connect to one another. So when I say be curious, I want you to have a real conscious understanding of what that means to you. And what I'm really talking about is a deep curiosity. So not I'm going to go look at this article and look at the big bold letters and then move on. but rather I'm going to breathe and read all of the words. Can you imagine reading all of the words? So that I can have a deep understanding. And so that hunger that is within each of us, that hunger for knowledge, which is curiosity, right? That hunger for knowledge gets fed and we grow and we learn. So it's really an idea of following the deep hunger for knowledge within us. Einstein said, "I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious." And so I encourage you this month to try on the practice of a passionate curiosity. If you would like to go deeper into this, I encourage you to go over to thewildwomanproject.com and say yes to the Wild Week Challenge. When you do, you will receive 1 week of free curiosity and courage challenges, totally free, and you're gonna love them. So go ahead and sign up for that. And if you're really, really curious and you want to explore this in a really deep way through meditation and exercises and in a group setting, I encourage you to find a Wild Woman circle near you. Again, that's right on the website, a Wild Woman Moon Circle near you. They're happening early in June. So go over there, find one, and if you don't see one in your community, we also have a telecircle happening on June 9th. So sign up for that and be curious, and I'll see you over at thewildwomanproject.com. Bye.